What's good? What's good? What's good, people, man? What is good, man? I'm happy off that All-Star weekend break. And yeah, we took a break at Dragons Den last week because of All-Star week. I had my own basketball events to go to in here in New York City and about 100 parties. Yeah, it was crazy in New York. So that's why we didn't have the Dragons Den. But welcome back to episode 46, man. I got my illustrious panel and my super guest. He's not a guest, but my man. Italian Clowns, aka he don't eat pineapples on his pizza. What's good, Clowns? What you been playing? What you been doing? What's going on with you?
I haven't really been playing much except social media, Lemon. So that's where I've been on Twitter, just tweeting.
You got into some Twitter fights?
No, I stay out of that nonsense.
I wouldn't brag about that, Clowns. Just I don't
Just means he's a sensible person, that's all. Which is, that's what common nowadays.
Yeah, so no pineapples on your pizza this week? Did you even eat pizza this week?
No, well, yes, I did. Yes. My wife got Marco's, and she got the cardboard version of the pizza where it's like so flat, tiny and, that's what I eat that.
I like that with the vegetables, the olives and stuff.
No, I didn't get that with olives. I just got that plain.
Yeah, somebody shut his mic off. We're going to get this started early, man. Goddamn Clowns. And then we got my man. He's not on camera, so we can't see them sexy ass curls in his hair. My man PK, the most electrifying YouTuber on the planet. What up, PK?
What's good? Glad to be back. I know we had a couple of weeks of going crazy, so it's good times. And I just want to throw something out there.
Uh-oh.
I want to ask a question. Real quick. Everybody remember that movie called Scream, right?
Movie called what?
Scream.
Crank?
Scream?
Crank. Yeah.
Oh, Scream?
Crank.
Oh, Crank.
Yeah. Scream.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Just remember that. That's the best you're gonna get, because that last movie, that's straight gutter. Don't blow your money on that.
Wow, that's a shame, man.
My man is a dream killer.
Hey,
damn, I was looking forward to that.
If Wes Craven would have seen what they did with his stuff, boy, he would have came back and choked the crap out of that person.
All right, let me get to the super chat before I get the super sick, because last time Yobi wanted to kill me, so we better read them as they pop up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that gracious $20 super chat, my man Dragonheart Yobi, the legendary one. Peace, love, life to my big brother 108. Thank you for what you do. I love you to the fullest. I appreciate you, bro. I love you more. You are living icon, legend, and all of the above. Keep growing. You're gonna be a household name in the community. The big dog. You know what? I appreciate that. That's very heartfelt, son. And when I come to Miami, I'm gonna make sure you get one of those nice vegan burgers. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Clowns, we could hook them up with that, right, Clowns?
Vegan burger?
Vegan burger. Maybe vegan pizza with pineapples.
No, and no mustard. No mustard either.
Now we're gonna get into the man, the myth, the legend. The man who's going to be excited, very excited in a few days. And we're going to talk about this in the topics because I forgot to put it on the list. But it's on it. It's not on y'all list that I sent y'all, but it's on mine. But my man, the Neo of the Matrix, what's good with you? It's a great week for you.
Yes, indeed,
Turn up,
man.
Let's go.
Oh, no. I got to save that for later on in the week, man. Got that pre-order for the Steam Deck, man. Then last night I come to realize just how lucky I really am. A lot of people who are in Q1 like myself still haven't gotten their emails and probably won't until the end of March. So I'm in that first group. I'm lucky, and all I could be is like, thank you, God. Oh man, so excited for that, man. But I've been working hard. But this week, man, live stream, live unboxing. First time setting the system up and trying out some games live on my YouTube channel.
And if he don't do it on unboxing, I'm gonna make him send it to New York, and I'm gonna do it all over. No, I'm just playing.
That's gonna happen one way or another, bro.
All right, listen, man. We got some great topics, man. We gonna get into one of the hottest topics, and I like to call a lot of people some goddamn frauds out here. Y'all know I've been. What is damn thing at? I just had it in my hand. I don't even know where it's at. Anyway, whatever.
People are lucky, I guess.
Whatever. No, I just took it off the table. The damn statue. I don't know where it's at. Anyway, listen. Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, that's what. Yeah, got they patch, right? They got their patch. All of a sudden, the whole damn world. This game is awesome. Next gen patch. Ray tracing, performance 60 frame mode. This game is awesome. Now, this is what I got to say. That game was awesome when it came out on next gen in 2021. No, 2020. But there's some real frauds out here. All of a sudden, I see on Twitter, people are lighting up, talking about this Cyberpunk patch. All these fans coming from all these places, dudes showing, I got it for $29.99. It's on sale, lemon. They're excited. I've never seen a patch erupt the gaming community on a game that was pretty damn good in the beginning. They act like this patch was a lifesaver. So I'm going to start with you, clowns. Do you play this game? And did this patch do it for you?
So you mean Cyberpunk? You know, the game is like one of the best games of all time. First off, despite, you know, its hefty launch with all the bugs and stuff, I enjoyed the story. Thought it was really good. I haven't gone back since the patch though, but I'm hearing many great things. You can even see a guy jump out the building now on most player screens. I don't know how that plays out.
See it now. Okay, cool.
Okay,
cool.
Yeah. All right. So, what is your favorite part of the patch for you?
Just the fact that there's more content. Like, I mean, from what people are saying, everybody that's been playing and taking screenshots, you know, they're saying that the patch has added more content. It's making it more fun. The graphics are more detailed. Things actually look better. So, I mean, you know, shout out to CD Projekt Red for not giving up, despite the gaming community trashing them for a while.
Trashing them. I mean, dragging them through the mud.
Yeah, they did.
Whipping them. Have them screaming, running over their backs with wheels with nails in it. It was ridiculous. Now, I know you're not a Cyberpunk guy, Mr. Sick.
Oh. No, whoa. What?
You play Cyberpunk, Sick?
Dude, go check my achievements. I didn't beat the game, but I had it day
okay,
one.
Okay, so he dove into CD Projekt Red's mighty game.
Oh, indeed, bro.
Okay.
They represent my people there, you know.
What? All right. And people in the chat, tell me what y'all thought about the patch and what it's done for you. I really would like to hear y'all opinions. Now, Sick, I'm going to ask you this. Now, you know, day one, I told you this game was good. Last gen consoles, that's not my business. I don't got nothing to do with that. That's a different ball game. I don't even want to talk about. I understand their pain.
Yeah.
But since you played the game, what do you think is the biggest improvement for you?
The biggest improvement isn't so much the game in and of itself, it's that now people are giving it an honest try. So I agree and disagree with the way you, well, not what you said, but the points you brought up, I agree and disagree. Like, there were a lot of people out there who were talking a lot of crap. It was more about the optics than the facts.
Because you
know, behind the game.
You see, I love the game.
Right.
I bought the collectors. Right. I got it home. I even gave it as a gift to my friend Megatron, and he had the collectors on hold. And I said no. So I remember I don't double dip.
Right.
So if I double dip from day one, I kept telling everybody this game is awesome. Yeah. Every game got patches, and we're gonna talk about something else later. But what was the biggest improvement for you? And did you go back to the game?
Of the game?
Yeah, like
I haven't went back to it yet, but I definitely plan to. But the biggest improvement for me isn't even so much of the technical aspects of the game. They like the 60 frames. They got rid of bugs. People are focusing on the game now instead of the optics of, you know, what the press is telling them to believe. There's a lot of gamers out there who ran with the narratives, right?
Fact.
And I'm gonna shout out the legend Dragonheart Yobi. At the very beginning, he was one of these people who were like, I ain't messing with that game, but he was listening to other gamers, myself, yourself, and others, who played the game. And you know what? He went back and he played the game, and now he'll tell you he loves the game, and he's been very open about it too. That at very first,
awesome.
The game was always awesome.
Right.
Don't get it twisted.
That's
like
right.
I always had the theory that CD Projekt Red was one of the best publishers out there because they listen to us, the gamers, and do what we want, right? Mm-hmm. But then this whole stupid situation happened, and it kind of killed the theory that I had. But now people are understanding now, there was a lot of blah, blah, blah in the press and with very little in the way of facts. The game had bugs, but so did The Witcher 1, 2, and 3.
So there's many other hundreds of games.
Many games, especially if it's an open world game. This game was a new paradigm. But yeah, it was more about the performance than the bugs, right? And the older generation or like the less of the power of the system that you played.
Yeah, the worse the experience.
The more bugs it had, the worse experience you had. I played on the Series X, okay, and like Clowns alluded to, I saw a dude just fall from the sky, but then later on I read it was the dude who's jumping out of building. You're supposed to see that. Everybody thought that was a bug, but like Clown said, he's seen the guy jump out. That's what's supposed to happen in the game,
Right.
I saw the bug where you're in the early point where dude is sitting in the chair, but he's like ahead of the chair in the air sitting instead of being on the chair. I saw that bug, right? But in terms of bugs, I didn't really see too much else besides that, and that was like a year ago.
Yeah, I didn't.
2020.
A lot of people. I seen people post stuff on Twitter,
right?
But
I didn't see those.
I didn't see those bugs, so I was like,
right,
they ain't happening to me. But I can't.
It didn't happen to me. That's all I can say.
I'm not saying people didn't having a bad experience.
Right.
But I know last gen had a horrible experience. I'm sorry.
It was
18 frames a second. Ooh.
Yeah, it was the optics really more than anything else. Not that the bugs didn't exist or whatnot,
right?
But people were making a way bigger deal than it was. And I think people are seeing the truth of it now. That the game was always great.
Facts.
But now with the patch out and everything, it's getting the attention it truly deserved all along.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's good to see the game. I've never seen a patch rejuvenate a game like this, though. I'm telling you, this is the first time in history I've ever seen a patch bring a game back to life. I mean, the whole internet went crazy. I was like,
a single patch anyway.
Right.
Rainbow Six did the similar thing, but it wasn't one patch. That was a time of
facts. They updated graphics, 120 frames and levels and characters. Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege did the same thing. PK,
one patch. Yeah.
Are you into this game? What did this patch do for you? And what is your favorite part of this patch for you?
Played that game. I'm still mad at that game. I played the crap out of that game. I put a lot of time in that game. And I'm at the end trying to get the worst ending out the way. Come to find out I missed one part that you had to go back and save somebody. And I was like, I'm not about to go through this and play this whole daggone game again, do all this stuff again for this. So I was mad. Sorry. But the game is fun overall.
Yeah, it is.
Again, the patch didn't mean nothing to me because I felt like the game was good for what it was. Right. And I played on the one end.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Ouch.
So it didn't.
It 100 too.
No, it played fine.
Yeah,
it didn't play bad at all.
Oh,
yeah, 100 said the same thing.
Wow,
that's right.
So I didn't see what the problem was. Now, far as the patch, they didn't say nothing about New Game Plus, so I don't care. Until I get to max out my freaking stats, I don't care. I don't care about none of that stuff. I got a PC if I want to see all that stuff. I don't care about that. I want to play through the game and max out my stats. You can't do that in that game. That's what I want to do. And then I'll go back to it and I won't be mad. And then I'll play through it again and do it and get my I'm a completionist. You know what I mean?
Right, you are.
I don't
them points. You and Clowns chasing points.
I don't want to have to. Now, don't get me wrong. Same thing with a lot of games that make me mad. I'll put it down for a little bit and then I'll go back to it once I ain't got nothing to do, and I'll play through it. The game is fun. I mean, I made an OP. I made an OP build. Basically one hit kill.
Listen, I restarted the game because of the patch. I restarted it.
I ain't restarted because I pretty much, dude. I'm like complete almost everything. Now I might just complete and get all the other endings, then start over and get that one I messed up on. I might do that, but Yeah, the only thing I want to do is play New Game Plus because the game's so fun. You don't want to. You want to keep going. Like OP is I don't know what. You know how much I had to do to find all that extra gear. For the what's his name? What's his name? Johnny or whatever.
Johnny Silverhand.
I didn't even get that far. I was like, I played.
Nah, I did it all, dude. And let me say,
the game is good, man. I need to go to a AA meeting, man.
About not competing games.
Son, I got over 800 and something games, and you know who my game share partner is.
We all gotta be card carrying members, man. We need meetings, bro.
I got 800 and something games on my console. It's like, this is crazy, but But PK, my favorite thing, man. Let me tell you something. I told everybody, stop talking about this ray tracing, right? It's a performance hindrance. You really need a 3090 or what's the graphic card you got? PK 6800 or 6900 to really be able to do some ray tracing. You need one of those graphic cards. Otherwise, you're gonna be getting hit with performance problems. But I'm gonna say this for the record. I like to play with fidelity mode in every game. I don't care if it's even in Horizon Forbidden West. You know what I'm saying? Great game. I ain't even really started because I ain't beat the first one. So I just bought it. And I bought this beautiful statue, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing that did it for me out of everything with this patch, right, was to see the people react to what happens in the environment. And you may say, what the hell is Lemon talking about? When you having a shootout in the street, you see a husband and wife, they don't go, honey, pass me the oranges. We need apples too while you're shooting. The realistic response from the crowd is amazing to me now. And if somebody got a gun in that crowd, they get involved in the shootout.
They might.
That brings the game to life. It gives you like, yo, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? You out here fighting robots. You fighting all these robots. You doing crazy stuff in the streets. And to see the environment come alive like that. Because the game was already a beautiful game. But it had its problems. But it wasn't no more problems. And then another game we're going to get into next. But I think this community, right? I think this community, they want to look for something to complain for.
Right.
Because y'all destroyed this game.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Y'all talked about it. Y'all talked about games. Y'all know games could get patched. Instead of putting on your grown man pants or grown woman panties, what y'all do is y'all get out here, y'all destroy these developers, and you act like you know what it takes to build a game of this magnitude. Half of you couldn't make Pac-Man, let alone some game where you having conversations like a Grand Theft Auto. They're having conversations 7 miles away from where you currently playing your game. I think we need to relax. We're in a decade. We're in a gaming genre. Since 360, this has been happening. Shout out to 360 and Microsoft for being able to put a developer in the mindset of you can patch a game and fix your problems. Because that really started with 360. And they're called hooks, where you can add content, change characters, and do all these wonderful things. But that comes at a cost. They cannot fix all of these games. No game comes out and don't need a patch.
Particularly these open world games, because they're doing a lot.
Right,
more.
They're doing a lot. And as the gaming community, I just think we need to listen, this game was good in the beginning. Content creators, I keep telling people, we have a responsibility to give people the realness. We know if something needs to be said, I want you to say it. But don't say, this is bad. This is bad because 12 other people said it. Have your own identity and opinion. And I was one of the very rare dudes that said, this game runs good for me. I don't see half the stuff y'all talking about. Yes, I'm playing on Series X. Okay. But we know it has some frame rate issues. What don't? You think everything comes out of lock 30? Right or wrong, clowns? And please tell me if I'm wrong, panel. Like, we out here destroying these people's work.
Some people was playing on the 2013 Xbox.
Right.
So that's kind of your fault. And then it's kind of their fault too for
they shouldn't
attempting
yo,
to release
thank you. PK, I said that in the beginning. They shouldn't even put it on last gen, but they wanted them last gen.
Let's clarify that they were talking
they
about.
They wanted those last gen numbers.
Yeah, let's clarify that they were talking about, not the developers. It's the people they answer to.
No, facts. You know it's always the board member. We're gonna talk about that later with the NFTs. We're gonna get into that too. But PK's 1,000% right. But I want us as gamers to be more responsible with our aggression towards the developer. You know these games can be patched. If you be more of an intelligent individual and go out there and report the problems instead of attacking the people on Twitter, because remember, they did No Man's Sky dirty, but people on Xbox didn't see that version of No Man's Sky. Because by the time it hit Xbox, it was all fixed. So that the energy wasn't on Xbox. It was PlayStation. Kill it. They killed that game. The developer didn't speak to nobody for a year. Because these people are toxic.
They just went back in the lab. And
they just was like, you know what? All right. But I'm saying we have to stop doing this. Now they make one next gen update. Y'all went crazy. I was going to do a video. I said, I'm not doing a video because y'all frauds. You don't even understand what you're looking at. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up as we talk about Elden Ring next. Now, I ain't played this game. I've seen everybody complaining. I've seen all the remarks. And we're going to go to you on this, clowns. I didn't buy this game. I'm not talking about the game, right? What I am going to talk about is how fraudulent people are being because this game is broken. But being that you want to like it, it's okay. That's what I don't understand. Please, people in the chat, we know that this game had tons of hype. It's broken on PC and consoles. Broken. Terrible frame rates. Issues, glitches. But people want to love it, so they saying we'll accept it. So it was okay for this game to do it, and it wasn't okay for Cyberpunk. I'm just saying, let's just play with a fair hand here. Clowns, I know you be watching what I'm saying on this Twitterverse. Please give me your opinion. What is the difference between these two games? Because they both came out with problems. Talk to me.
You know, I just think we should let people enjoy things, man. There's too many gatekeepers out there always trying to say, oh, there's this bug, the plants don't look right, there's puddles and Spider-Man that look weird. Come on, man. It's a game. I mean, people are not perfect, and development cycles are not perfect. They're going to make mistakes. Games are going to come out with bugs, okay? They're going to have patches later on. If the game is a huge success and people support it and like the IP, the franchise, or the studio, it's going to sell and they are going to fix it. That's how the world works, and that's how the free market works, right? So, I mean, keep that same energy, right? All these people slamming the Elden Rings. It's a shame too because the game looks, from what I've seen, I haven't played it, but the game looks great.
Right.
The game, all the clips I see from Jez and Colt and everybody else, it looks beautiful.
Those bosses look crazy. They're huge too.
They do, yeah. And I'm seeing a lot of my friends on Twitter and Xbox having fun with the game. Shout out to Flamish, who said he's gonna complete this game nonstop. So.
That's what we're gonna do. You want me to do them dirty?
Well, he said that. He said, "Clowns, look at my achievements in a week. I'll beat the game." So we'll see.
He's focused, man.
Yeah, he is.
No.
What though?
The reason I'm getting on Flamish, excuse me, Clowns, is because Flamish every week jump from game to game.
So by next week we'll have those achievements.
It'll be no. It'll be something else. He won't finish it. He'll be like, yo, let me this new game come out. He'll talk about it every day. What was that game he kept telling us about? What was the game, Clowns?
He talks about a lot of games.
Diablo 2.
Oh, yeah.
Diablo. I was like, if you say that again, you're getting kicked out the party. Yeah. Every day. And then it came out and gave that game 5 minutes. But anyway, I'm sorry. Love you, Flamish. You're my guy.
Yeah. No, but I mean, can't we just sit back and let people have fun with something? I mean,
why would you do that? I gotta hate. No, I gotta hate. I gotta make your day miserable.
I'll say so. You know what? I'll say something. Good thing half of these people did not grow up in the Nintendo era, because those NES games, they had those flashing bugs. Remember Mega Man?
Listen. Me and King had this whole conversation one episode about we had to deal with it. There was no fix in the game. It was like, take your licks, shut up, you bought it, eat that. We didn't have the magical firmware update, patch notes. We have none of that.
It was burned into the chip, man. You couldn't do nothing about that.
You couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, no. And unless you had a connection at a local video game store, they would not take the returns open.
Shout out to your boy Lemmy.
Yeah, so I mean, it's all facts.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So quit whining, quit being devs in the chair that you don't know nothing about. You probably never even open up an HTML file and try to figure out how to code that. So quit your whining and just have fun playing games, man.
Or let people have fun playing their games. I don't know why people break down games that other people enjoy, Battlefield, and dudes talk and don't play the game.
Petitions.
You didn't hear me say nothing bad about Elden Ring. I'm just telling you what I'm witnessing. I just want to know why this game is not getting the same smoke, because everybody wanted to like it. First of all, you had people out here reporting it was a PlayStation exclusive. I don't know what rock they live under. But I was like, okay, bad news. It is what it is. But I just think as a community, we have to be better. PK, talk to me. Why isn't this game getting that smoke? You hear people complaining, but they like, oh, this is amazing. Talk to me. PK, crickets.
Oh, you need a soundboard for crickets.
Oh,
I don't know where PK.
Yo, somebody find PK. I can't find it. It's here though. It's somewhere.
I'm the most electrified man in all YouTube land.
Oh man.
Okay, well, PK will be back. We moving right on to you, Sick. Where is the energy for this game?
Man, I don't know, but I got the energy to give out some smoke to some people right here and right now, yo. Because this reminds me of a situation late April of last year on a game called Returnal. And yo, when Returnal came out, I remember all the reviews were so positive about the game, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody talked about any issues or nothing until all the weekend podcasts were over. Okay? Once TXR was over, all of a sudden I'm hearing about all these issues. And TXR is on Sunday nights, right? Immediately after that, now I'm hearing about all these issues. All of a sudden I'm seeing all over Twitter, lots of people having issues with the game. They're losing save files. They're getting graphic corruptions. The kind of graphic corruption that's going to make me think there's something wrong with their PlayStation, because that's usually the kind of corruption that is when you get on any kind of hardware.
Right.
But we spoke on this before, many times. All types of situations happened. But this game was kind of like that, but not. At very first, you see all these reviews, 9s and 10s, and they're comparing it to Breath of the Wild, and I could see where all those comparisons are coming from. And I got nothing but love for the game, the genre, and the heritage. Let me tell you how far I go back. King's Field, okay? The first PlayStation RPG, King's Field. Right. This series, the Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Soulsborne genre, is the spiritual successor to King's Field. And those games were old school hard. Hidden rooms, invisible doors where you walk through a wall, you find extra stuff. Hard as nails. This is what games used to be like. And nobody bitched like a whiny little baby about bugs and little things like this. But this is different now. This is a whole mess. But nobody talked about that until the public started talking about it. Now everybody in the press who reviewed the game, who had nothing to say about, all of a sudden now they're talking about, oh, the game has all these problems, rah, rah, rah. Where was it in your reviews? Why weren't you talking about it? You're telling me you didn't experience none of this stuff? None of it. And yeah, I know the patch that came out on day one made the situation worse, but there were problems even before that patch. Okay? On every platform, even the mighty PC, which is as infinite as it gets, you know? In a couple of months, there'll be new video cards that can perform even better. But it stutters, it has glitches, and all types of wild stuff. Hearing all types of drama with this game. And the game in and of itself may be great, but if it's freaking your system out, that kills all the fun. I'm tired of people making excuses for stuff left and right. Speak straight. You knew there was problems before, but that's not the ratings we've seen on this game.
Right. They just wanted to sell you something. I bought Returnal. I think the game is awesome because I'm a marquee fan. You know, they made Resogun one of my favorite games on PlayStation 4 because I'm a Defender dude. And that game is Defender.
What it is.
In 3D. Yep. Right. So I love their work. I love Ex Machina. You know what I'm saying? I love their work. Returnal was a dope game. And when I heard people say, well, internally it's rendering at 1080p. So what?
I care about that.
Yo, listen. Like I always say, and shout out to Fast,
Fastback,
Casket, Ebonics,
yeah,
Dreadpool, and everybody else in the chat. If I miss you, man, your name scroll up, and of course my boy Yobi, legendary. What I'm saying is, when we get in here and we talk about games, right? We all used to sit around and talk about games. I never seen the whole community is toxic. People do not want to see you happy.
They just love the drama.
And
that's all they
like I said,
the drama.
I'm checking receipts. If you say something about a game, you better play it. Well, don't be hard on something you don't play. You can have an opinion. I ain't telling you not to have an opinion. But if you don't play something, stop going all over these places talking about stuff you don't play. I'm not saying nothing about Elden Ring because I don't own it. Not really interested. Awesome looking game. And I guess when my daughter's godfather pick it up, I'll play it. Maybe.
Not to me.
He's back!
Smoking, come and get your heads down. Here it comes.
108 Dragon TV welcomes everyone. Even PK. PK, tell me about your opinion
on the game. Huh? See that game you got in the background on the screen? That game looks awesome. Elden Ring looks butt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am not one of those people who wants to be a trend chaser. I ain't none of that. I ain't about to play a game because everybody else playing the game.
So you looking forward to Forspoken?
Yeah, that looks dope. All right. Now, I mean, let me just say this: Elden Ring and all the franchises they made are trash to me. All right, this is 2022. They don't even know how to do co-op. F that. Get that old game. The game looks garbage. I do not like nothing that runs around and I want to be slow and press this one button to do one thing and I see people like I'm gonna make him my B. You know, I know it's fan show. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing. Let me put up a damn trailer. Let me show you how to make somebody look like your B. Okay, let me hop on a real game like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, Ninja Gaiden, or anything else I play, and let me show you how it's done. Because those games are boring. Boring. I don't care if it's Horizon Zero Dawn, that's boring too. All that's boring. And you can't tell me I ain't play it because you don't want to pull my card. I play more games to have y'all out there.
I didn't beat the first Horizon. It's a beautiful game, but it's slow.
It is boring.
Yo, I like Last of Us 1, but Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
boy.
I can't. But I'm gonna tell you, like, for the people out there, it's a cult. It's a cult favorite. They don't want to talk about the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cyberpunk didn't have a following. It's a brand new IP. But and it's nothing new, right?
And it got a lot of smoke.
But let me say, somebody had the nerve to tell me that Dark Souls is the best RPG ever made. I wanted to reach through the broadband and smack him.
Yeah.
And think he need to think twice.
The best
about
RPG
what
ever made, I thought, was Mass Effect, but okay.
I mean, at least Mass Effect can be in the conversation.
Right.
Dark Souls cannot.
No.
All right.
Dark Souls is not an RPG.
Regardless, this is the generation that loves that because that's all they're exposed to. I done played enough games to have to kind of critique what I think, and it is my opinion. However, I have a lot of experience to have a good opinion.
Facts.
And if all your experience is Dark Souls, then to me, your opinion matters none because you can't even come up with a good argument.
Yeah, that don't even fit. What?
So, with that being said, it's because this is a generation that this is what they exposed to, man. This is what they love. Facts. They love this, and they don't want to talk about it, even if it's bad. Listen, I am a huge fan of a lot of things, but I told you, look, you know me, I'm a Pokemon fan, 100%. But I refuse to give my money to Sword and Shield because of how horrible it was. It was the worst Pokemon game ever made. And I was very boisterous with that. I did not deny that. 100%. Just because I'm a fan, I'm not going to just get behind it.
Right.
No, it's stupid.
Right.
It's dumb. If it doesn't make sense and I'm a consumer, I'm going to complain about it.
Right.
That's the only way you're going to get it.
It should be.
You should speak with your wallet and your mouth. Not just one, but both. That's the only way they're gonna think about it.
People are scared to say the opposite of what people say.
Look, they are.
They just follow the trend. Everybody's like walking that line.
Sheeple.
Right.
Sheeple.
Sheeple.
Yo.
Good word. Yo. Good one, Klaus.
Remember, here's an example. IGN came out, and I believe IGN gave Elden Ring a high score too, right?
Yeah, they gave it a 10.
They gave Pokemon Sword and Shield a 10. and then everybody knew that was BS, called them out for it. They had to go do a show on a different YouTube to complain about people who were calling them out for the lies they put in their review. And then they said, if you're just going to listen to leakers online and all that, then what is the point of you shouldn't listen to them. So you're saying don't listen to anybody else but you, right? That's what you're telling people.
With your track record.
You are the person that we should listen to, no one else.
Facts.
Like, forget you guys are doing it. I don't know why you're doing that. I mean, I can speculate you're doing it for $1 and some good grace with Nintendo, but you know it was bullcrap. That game run at 14 frames per second. Let me tell you, the Switch, almost every Nintendo game runs at 60 frames. There is no reason for it to be docked and running at less than 30. All right? This is bullcrap, and this is a Sword and Shield. Right? This is the first main series Pokemon game, and it ran horrible. Pop-ups, everything. It was a meme. It was the first one that split the fan base, but you got to see there was a boisterous crowd complain. Even the ones who didn't say accept it, just be okay with it. No, you should not be okay with it. They are now charging you $20 more per game, and just remind you, they were still charging you for 2 games, and it was the same game. Facts. Why wouldn't you complain? Why wouldn't you complain? You're a consumer. There is no reason for this anymore. We're not on Game Boy. This is the Switch.
Nintendo, they get away with a lot of stuff.
Wait,
man.
it's not Nintendo. This is Game Freak and a Pokemon company, not Nintendo. Let's just.
No, I'm not saying specifically Nintendo's fault. I'm saying the Nintendo's
platform.
Nintendo's platforms get.
But my point is, I'm a fan, and I complain, and not just me, but half the fan base complain. Right. So you know what Game Freak
and that's a lot of people.
I know. Tomorrow is Pokemon Day, and they will have a Pokemon. The Pokemon company will have a event tomorrow. But let me just say this: when a Legend of Arceus was getting made and the remakes of Diamond and Pearl, why did Game Freak made it their business? I am not joking. You just never seen nothing this weird. But when the remakes were getting made, they kept pointing out, we didn't develop this one. We didn't do this game. We didn't. They just kept repeating it. You never heard that before. Why would you? Why is this the thing? Like, why you keep telling people you didn't have nothing to do with this game, but you had something to do with the Legend of Arceus? Why you keep doing that? You know why? Because they got a lot of smoke from Sword and Shield, and they didn't want their names attached to that project.
Right. They want to make them sales.
Now, that is what I'm getting at. So, yes, as a fan base for Elden Ring, Dark Souls, whatever, you have to be real about it. If you don't call it out for what it is, if you are having issues, then how you going to make any change? I called it out from the beginning. I'm not a fan. I hate the freaking co-op. It's ancient history, bro. This is 2022. Who doesn't do drop in and drop out co-op now? You got indie games. You got indie games that do that.
Yep. This is true.
I mean, I'm not trying to bash game. I'm just saying my critique of what some of the things I didn't like about it. But point is, if you're a fan, you should want better too. Like you shouldn't just accept that and be okay. I'm not saying I played it because I refuse. It's not my kind of game. I hate it. I hate the gameplay. I hate the way it looks, and I hate when people talk about it because it sounds lame. It's like I done played 1,000 games better than this and more exciting than you sitting there talking about how slow this game is. Trust me, Cyberpunk 2077 has 1,000 more interesting things going on in that.
And it's a beautiful game. That's a fact.
Than this game right here. Okay, sorry.
All right.
But yeah, outside of that, I think people should just, be real. Stop trying to play to the crowd. Don't be afraid. Speak up. Be who you are.
Right.
And if you ain't feeling it, then say something. Don't just go along with it because this is what the in crowd.
Hard thing to do, right?
You know what I mean? Just because it's the popular thing, kind of like how it is to bash Xbox. A few years ago, it was just the most popular thing to do. Doesn't mean it was true or not. It's just, hey, this is the thing to do, so everybody did it.
Facts. All right.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna get into why my boy is in the building. Let's go. Ubisoft. Now, no, they're not for sale. They already announced their independence. We know about that. But this is about the NFT world that's popping off right now. And I brought my NFT expert, but he's not going to like what I say.
Oh, I'm going to love what you say because I know where you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm telling you what happened. I'm just going to give you the facts. He's going to defend the NFTs.
And are free.
I said to clowns, there's going to be some gimmicks, some scams, and the board's members, the people that make developers put out the game without it being finished, there's going to be a problem because they're going to try to use this as a cash grab. So him and my boys Jeepa explained to me what an NFT was. They brought the whole NFT into my life. Got it. Then I said what I said. I said there's going to be problems with that. Because when you start taking content away from people that the developers want other people to have, when you bring in money, there's always a problem. Money break up families. So, with that being said, Ubisoft devs has made a serious stand against the board members about these NFTs because recently people have been dogging the community out with NFT scams, Ponzi schemes, money laundering, and many other negative stuff that's bringing light. Now, it's not just Ubisoft that had a problem with this. It's a few other companies that's trying to start NFTs in their companies, and they're getting a lot of backlash. Now, this article I had posted, and it really intrigued me. I was like, damn, it's supposed to be a good thing, but, my crystal ball is on deck. I got to buy me a crystal ball because I be coming up with some good stuff. Now, clowns, we're going to go straight to you. Why do you still believe that this is going to work when you know the corporate people, bosses, are in charge, are greedy? And I did tell you this, right? I did tell you this.
Listen.
So,
Lemon, do I have to get the clown mask out and let the clown describe the NFTs? I mean, come on.
Well, so you're gonna be positive about NFTs? Yeah, I think so.
Listen, I want you to tell me how they're gonna try to keep this in line. Don't tell me what an NFT can be How can they fix this problem? Because it seems to be running Ponzi schemes and money laundering. Really?
Well, criminals take advantage of everything. I mean, you can't blame a technology just because a criminal exploits it. How many times has a criminal take a car and ran people over, or a criminal took a gift card and laundered money on a gift card? I mean, it's very possible.
No, it happens all the time. I live in New York. Yes.
Yeah. People are laundering money through console sales and buying massive amounts of consoles in warehouses and tripling the value of them, laundering money and evading taxes and stuff. So NFTs, yes, it's going to have that problem. But NFTs are dear to our hearts because they're art, you know? They're a form of art, and the world loves art. The Mona Lisa is worth
can I say
billions. Yes.
Let me interrupt you. They were selling virtual property that don't exist.
They still sell it.
Jesus Christ.
People are taking mortgages down on virtual property.
Let him finish.
No, I'm the host. I'm supposed to do that. Let me host. How about you, time out?
Let him finish.
I'm the host.
Just let him finish.
So,
we gotta get this over.
So, I mean, listen, all right, yeah. So there is that issue where people are buying real estate in the hundreds of thousands online just to have a plot next to, let's say, a virtual celebrity or a virtual YouTuber, right? I mean, they want to hang out online next to them. Hey, what are you doing in your virtual window? Oh, I'm taking a shower in virtual land. Now, you know what? It's fine. If people want to... If people want to do that and spend their money on it, let them do it, because they got nothing else to spend it on. They don't know what they're doing with the money anyway. However, when it comes to NFTs overall and in gaming, the free market will regulate it, right? The market will always regulate the prices. If something's too high, you're not going to buy it, right? I mean, would you spend?
You just said $100,000 for virtual property to be next to a virtual celebrity. That's not more than your average gamer.
Okay. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell you some facts that you
come on.
That you need to know.
I need it, Clowns. I need it.
Here we go. First of all, NFTs are now free to mint. You don't have to pay gas fees anymore. You got Polygon, you got Mana, you got Matic. I mean, you got all these different platforms to put it on the blockchain. So artists, feel free to make NFTs. And I call them NF-frees because you don't pay anything. NF-free!
I bet you this ain't the one people gonna make money on, though.
No, they make money on. No, they make money. So, the second thing is, yes, the technology is sort of new, so people are going to exploit it to do criminal enterprises or hack the stuff. I mean, we've seen OpenSea get hacked, so I mean, it's gonna happen. Every new technology gets hacked. That's how they make it better. Sorry for the Bored Yacht Club that lost billions of dollars. I mean, you shouldn't have been selling those things for billions anyway. But hey, it is what it is. You know, you made your money. Stop whining. Now, third, you know who else jumped on this?
Who?
Let me tell you somebody. This is an OG from California.
Snoop released his album. And I know. Come on, you know I know everything.
All records going forward on Death Row are going to be NFTs. He said that. I'm going NFTs, baby.
We don't care. We want Tupac and Dr. Dre's albums. That's what we want.
Thank you.
Well, you know, I mean, if he has the rights to any of those.
No, Dr. Dre's album is going back to him. It's going back to Dr. Dre after 30 years. This year.
Okay. Well, he'll probably jump on the NFT train with Snoop anyway. Because they're friends. You know?
Man. He's doing his own thing.
Nike, right? That makes the Jordans. They're making NFTs.
They're going to make NFT Jordans that I virtually can't wear?
Yes.
That I can't wear. I'm going to spend $300 for some virtual sneakers.
Yes.
You hear this? You hear this? You see, Sick?
You just said that.
Nike.
You wanted to have this conversation.
You told me to let you Hey.
Nike, right? Nike already registered NFTs and has a whole marketplace ready to go to drop, okay?
So now, where do you wear this stuff at, Clowns?
I mean, maybe your virtual avatar, right?
Your VR?
Yeah,
your Oculus Quest 2?
Yeah. So not only did Nike register for NFTs, there are grocery chains registering for NFTs now, right?
Oh, now we eat virtual food? Come on, Clowns.
No, listen. No, so with the idea behind the grocery stuff, Walmart already has a test app up for certain people. Okay. So the idea behind it is you pick up a box of cereal in virtual land at Walmart or somewhere, and it's an NFT, but it's priced just like the product. You buy it, and then you get them shipped to your house. Like somebody delivers it. You got to take off your headset to pick it up, obviously. You know, that could be a problem for some people, but it's happening, Lemon. There's a whole revolution going on. You see the 10 people in journalism that complain, the 5 journalists that whine about it. Oh, I'm not making money off NFTs, so I'm going to slam the technology. I'm going to whine about it because I can't make money.
Ubisoft? They said, hell no, they're not doing it.
Yeah, well, sorry, they're out of luck. I mean, every other company's doing it. I mean, Microsoft's already looking into it. You know, the only concern Phil had was he wants to make sure that nobody is taken advantage of or exploited.
It's brand new and they already doing it.
Yeah. Microsoft's looking into it. Sony's already looking into it. You got EA already looking into it.
And you still believe that this is a good thing?
EA has already had a whole marketplace up for 2 years behind the scenes that they just haven't launched yet. So everybody,
you still believe that this is a good thing?
Yes, because here's the thing: the free market's going to regulate itself, Lemon. So let's say you take your 108 Dragons TV, right? You take your logo that Jay made you, and you put it up there, and all of a sudden you're like, how much should I sell for? Now, you're a normal guy. You're not going to sell it for $1,000 or $10,000, some crazy figure. You might sell it maybe for $30 or something, right? Yeah, hey, I like my image, sell it for $30. Hey, and as a perk, if you buy my image on a blockchain, maybe I'll let you print one shirt with it, okay? Because you still own the copyright to that. You're not losing your copyright. Right. So you make it $30. Some guy buys it. Oh yeah, I get to make my 108 Dragons TV shirt. Oh, this is awesome, right? He takes his $30, gets his free shirt. Then he's like, you know what? I'm going to resell this to somebody else because I already got my shirt. But now you're tied to that blockchain, Lemon. So guess what happens? When he sells that, you're getting a percentage of his sale. So if he ups that to $60, you could take as much as you want of that.
So that's where the Ponzi scheme comes in. You do know that, right?
No.
I'm just saying.
No.
That's how it starts. That's how it starts.
You're thinking of pyramid scheme. Ponzi scheme, everybody puts in and only so many people get back until they go bankrupt.
Right.
Pyramid scheme, the money just keeps going to the top.
Keeps going up to the top, right.
But this is not going to be a scheme, okay? For most of the legitimate companies that have registered the trademarks, registered with the federal government, and Wall Street wants to regulate this. Even Wall Street's in on NFTs now. Like, there's people in Wall Street wanting in on NFTs. So it's happening. You can't stop it. Ubisoft devs may complain, maybe because there's a lot of fear in European countries about NFTs. It's really American capitalists that are really pushing this NFT market, to be honest with you. All these big companies, because they see money in it. They see value. They could sell something in your digital world. You know, if you're not in the digital world, you don't buy it. You know, like I was talking like Jeepers the other day. So shout out to Jeepers. He was looking at some games, Gala.games, and I think they're going to be like the GameStop NFT marketplace where you could buy games and play them. So it's going to be there. Now, there was one game he found, right? And it costs a little bit of money. You know, to play this game, you had to kind of like buy into some of the stuff. If you wanted to play, you know, you had to buy some virtual assets. Some of them were selling for $1,600. But you know what? As a person of intelligence and integrity, he said, I'm not going to waste $1,600 on this virtual item. I'm just going to take advantage of the free ones and earn in-game. See what I'm saying? You don't have to buy it. You know, if Xbox, I mean, you play an Xbox one day, right? And all of a sudden they say, hey, your avatar, you can get NFTs on your avatar. So all that stuff you earned on your avatar, right? That you've had from 360 that people can't get anymore. What if you could sell one of the shirts that you earned from playing like Saints Row for $5 to somebody?
That'd be awesome. That's a good idea.
You see what I'm saying?
Look,
it's not always.
Look, Ebonics. Now I know what your name is. I should have knew what that was. He said, don't treat NFTs like At Kisnetic 2.0, NFTs is good because you, as the owner, gets royalties. Every corp wants to residuals after release. That's facts.
And so the other day we were watching an Adobe Summit with a expert on NFTs who's a known artist in the NFT community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had a little stuff wrong because he thought you always have to pay gas fees, but his gas fees were like $20, and he did it on the Ethereum blockchain, right? So he paid his $20, sold his stuff, but you know how much money he's made total so far? Over $23,000. He spent less than $100 putting his stuff up there. And you know what he did? You know what he did? He took Adobe free stock images that are copyright free, and he put them in Photoshop, like, you know, the heads of, let's say, Aristotle, you know, the great philosophers and all those guys. He took statues of their heads, and he used some plugins to break up the statues like they're crumbling apart, put some flowers on the head, some leaves around the neck, and then sold them. And people bought them. But it's, you know what? It's always going to be on the person that buys it that would be at fault if they're being exploited. Now, at the same time, if you like something, you're going to buy it. If you don't like it, you don't buy it.
All right. You're sick.
I don't like Elden.
I really want to hear your opinion.
I do.
Yo, look, I'm not yay or nay. Let me just say this. I'm not yay or nay. I don't really get it. I don't buy nothing. I play 2K all day.
Oh,
I don't buy Jordans. I don't care what my character looks like. As long as he got some shirts and shorts, I'm going to the park and I'm balling. I don't need to walk around the park and wipe my sneakers off and keep a rag with me. This is not real life. So I don't really care. Either way, I just want to know, how does this help us? And Clowns is an advocate. So listen,
look
people
at Paris in the chat.
Yes, we got to get to Paris super chat. But people in the chat, if you really are interested in these NFTs, or you not interested, give us some views on what y'all thinking out here, man. Because I just don't get it. You know,
no
what I'm saying?
gas fees.
But look,
hold on. Let me say this, okay? And maybe you should make a soundbite later. NF freeze, because you don't have to pay gas fees anymore. Polygon, and shout out to the Polygon blockchain. I did invest in it, and this is not I'm not selling it. I just invested in it.
Get to that super chat for me. Thank you, Parrots. Graciously appreciate it, my brother.
$20 from Paris Lockhart. Just dropping by to support NFTs. No, I'm sorry. Just dropping by to support NFTs. Blah blah blah. At the moment, NFT worth is entirely tied to aesthetic and sentimental value. Impossible to gauge its worth as a long-term investment. Right now, it's nothing but speculation. Facts, Paris. Facts. Back from the dead. What up, homie? Listen. Okay, so you saw I had to put the bottle of Aleve up on the camera. I know I got the blur on.
No, but I also see you do this, Sid. I also see you do this.
Hold on, I gotta say something. I gotta say one more.
Get your mic.
Come on. We gave you like 20 minutes.
One more thing. One more thing.
So after that, you have to mute your mic. I don't care after that.
Maybe. So listen. So you know the Mona Lisa? It's worth 50 cents to me, but to somebody else, it's worth billions, millions.
Okay. You're just making my point further. Now you said your piece. Please mute your mic, please. I beg you, Carlo. Please mute your mic. Okay. Like I was saying, I put the bottle of Aleve on camera, so when y'all saw me take a little blue pill, y'all ain't thinking some other ish. All right, I'm just gonna put that out there first.
Red.
Okay. I got some ibuprofen. I might need that later too, cause my head hurts so goddamn much.
My head hurts.
Listen, I know what NFTs are, blockchain, all of that, right?
Hey, educate me. NFTs.
I'm not getting into all of that. We don't need to get into all of that.
What's it stand for?
I'm not here to answer your question, PK. I'm here to make my statements now.
I'm trying to understand your statements, though.
I don't care. Well, stop interrupting me. Yo.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't matter. What matters is this is all greed, okay? Snoop Dogg. Right. So Snoop Dogg knows what he's talking about. Mr. Han from Linkin Park, the DJ, right? all these other clowns, okay, all of a sudden want to invest in like, all they see is easy free money. That's all this is. Okay?
Is it?
This is all, that's what people see in it. They're just looking at it and they're like, this is easy free money. That's all they see in this. This is just greed. Just greed flat out, okay? The staff at Ubisoft are revolting against the people they work for, the people in charge, because they all know what's going to happen if they go down this rabbit hole. Okay? This is just stupid. This is just greed at its worst. That's all this is.
I'm done. How about you buy virtual juice and see if you can drink it?
It's just stupid. This is just you should have had that on your face the whole time you're talking this garbage. But just greed. That's all this is.
I love NFTs.
Don't it they buy shorts and shoes already just virtual?
Yeah, listen. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sell some virtual 108 Dragons TV shirts.
Yeah.
That when y'all buy it, y'all can't wear it.
I know y'all. I don't buy virtual nothing like that. You know.
Go ahead, PK. Talk to me before we move on.
I ain't got nothing to say, man. You know, I'm just. Hey, look, they said enough. Hey, this topic made me want to throw up. I can't. I let them have it.
I'm not against you, clowns. I just don't understand it. I don't.
You know what? I'll mint some NFTs.
Listen,
I'll send Sick an NFT.
This is what you're gonna
do.
Don't.
If you tell me, Lemon, we're gonna invest in some NFTs. I'm gonna give you $100. I want you to take my money and invest in NFT, and I at least want my money back. At least. So when you come up with a scheme or come up with a situation that I can generate some money, I'm a businessman.
So
I like to do business.
He's now the investing guy, right?
Woo!
Apparently.
Hey, what's that show on Netflix called with the dude that's an investor? He's laundering money for the cartel.
Oh no, Jeepers and I, we call ourselves the.
You talking about Ozark?
Yeah, Ozark. Dude.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know what? Jeepers and I have a nickname for ourselves, right? We call ourselves the Acquisition Brothers.
First of all, that's the second time you stole my damn. That's the second time you stole my stuff. You gonna start paying me? I called you the Acquisition Brothers.
If it was an NFT, we could pay you.
You know what?
Already, man.
You know what? Yo, listen, I'm saying it right now. Pineapples and pizza belong to me, and goddamn the Acquisition Brothers.
NFT. Make it
Yo, Paris, talk to your partner, man. He's stealing my
homie,
stuff.
Bro. That's your homie, bro, man. Yeah, you talk to him, man.
I'm gonna have to copyright my slang, my sayings, my ad libs. Oh my God, clowns! I love you.
He's still my homie, man, but just no.
It just sounds crazy.
You know, I can't wait for Nintendo to drop their NFTs.
No, I can't wait for you to
Nintendo
come
would
up
be
and
the
say,
last.
Lemon, we're going to invest into these NFTs and try to get rich. Because I'll give up the money. But I'm going to put it in your hands.
That's true, Paris. I mean, he does put mustard on pizza.
Hey, I do, but that's a Brownsville thing. Cerebral Paul talking about they do that in New York. No, they don't. They do it in my neighborhood.
I know.
Brown mustard on regular pizza is fabulous. And I'm telling you, I ain't say dash it all over the place. You just need the flavor.
With sardines.
I don't eat I do eat sardines, but not on pizza. That's disgusting.
Artichokes.
Nope. I don't eat that either.
Calamari, sardines, artichokes.
I can eat some calamari on some pizza.
Eat some calamari.
Yeah.
I would eat that.
That's a little normal.
Yeah. You said yourself right there, too, by the way.
Hey, he did, because all that other stuff. But in my neighborhood, the whole Brownsville, my neighborhood, if you have a pizza shop on Pickens Avenue and you don't have mustard, nobody goes in there.
I'm from Brooklyn. I never heard that, bro. Oh, my God. No thanks.
It's a Brownsville thing. I'm telling you. Okay.
I'm not from Brownsville.
You're not from Brownsville.
I'm from Flatbush.
Right.
No.
Cerebral got online. Yeah, it's a New York thing. No. I did not say that.
You're not putting that on New York, bro.
Right. It's my neighborhood.
No.
It's my neighborhood.
Hold on. I'll be right back, by the way. 10 seconds.
Okay, so let's move on, man. Let's keep this pushing. we missed last week, so I want to talk about Platinum Games real quick, right? We're going to talk about Platinum Games, and let's not stay long on this. I don't know how many people heard about this, but they want to get acquired, and they want to pull off a Bungie deal where you just give us the money, but we do what the hell we want to do. Now, I'm going to go straight to you, PK, because this is crazy.
Word.
Who do they think they are? You ain't got no Destiny resume. You know what I'm saying? You already had a game you was making for Microsoft. It just was too big for your developmental teams. It was too much for you. You said it was too much. You let Microsoft take heat for over 2.5 years. Who is to blame? Then it ended up coming out, y'all was taking Microsoft money and doing other things. So, who should buy Platinum Games and invest and give them the green light like Bungie got from Sony? You just giving us the money. We do what we want to do. We put our games where we want them to go. So, who would do this? Who in their right mind would do this, PK? Yo, what happened to your mic?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, now we hear you.
Okay. Yeah. I was saying there ain't no owls in here, bro. I don't know, man. They bugging.
They bugging, right?
Like the new name. Woo!
Like, I'm trying to understand. Like, they going Dragons TV welcomes everyone. Send them some help, some intervention, send them down, get some mental therapy. They've been saying a lot of things out of pocket. I don't know what's going on over there, but maybe we need to send Bloody. You know, send Bloody over there. Yeah, be an interpreter.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
The negotiator.
Somebody able to speak their language, yeah.
Yo, like,
they got a pair on them, boy.
First of all, they don't have anything on their resume that makes or generates the kind of money Destiny does. Not even close. No matter how many games they might hire to do,
or
none of those games
or assist right
has not generated any money close to what Destiny is to have this conversation. Me in this conversation, right? So I don't know where they're coming from. The thing is, they don't even have their own IP.
Right. You're mercenaries. You get hired to do quick jobs.
Not even that. Mercenaries kill it. They just show up as, like, you know, somebody. Hey man, you want to cut my grass? Yeah, you don't know how to cut grass. He just show up and your lawn look terrible. That's the dude down the street. That's who they is. They ain't no professional nothing. Okay, they like game fruit. They're small. They bottom feeders compared to everyone else.
Facts.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I don't know. I think. I mean, seriously though, like, for them to have that concept in their mind, I think they're a little full of themselves. Like,
I think they delusional.
They're a little bit.
We want to be bought, but we want to do whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm good.
Nintendo was like, y'all fired.
Nintendo did acquire somebody. I know when nobody's talking about it, but they did acquire somebody that they've been working with for a while. Mm-hmm. But Nintendo did not look twice at Platinum Games. So, there you go.
Christ. Clowns, you're one of the most.
Hey, wait. That might actually be disrespectful. If Nintendo wouldn't even pick you up.
My man Clowns is very optimistic, and he always attacks issues with positivity.
Yes,
you have.
I tried to
talk to me.
Well, I think Platinum Games. I think they're just desperate because they got their name is not as highly valued anymore after the whole ordeal with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles using Microsoft money to help develop that game instead of putting it towards Scalebound, and then Scalebound wasn't even complete on time and stuff like that. So I think Platinum Games has a bad rap now, and a lot of people might not trust them as much as they used to. Mm-hmm. So they're probably kind of hurting to stay alive, I should say, the studio. So they want to be acquired, and they're probably begging, and they're going to journalists saying, "Hey, can you print this article? We want to be acquired. We want to be saved." Well, you know what? You should have thought about that before this issue.
I mean,
it's a little too
late. Technically, them taking Microsoft money and doing other people's games is stealing. If Microsoft wanted to be Sony, because Sony don't play that, and neither do Apple, and decided to sue them,
who plays that,
and sue them though, Sony will sue you. Apple will immediately sue you. Nintendo has kids thrown in jail for modding consoles. They don't care.
Like bugs. They don't care.
So, even Epic Games. Epic Games would do it.
So I'm saying if Microsoft wanted to be spiteful, they would have sued you. They would have won. You wouldn't have been able to afford.
Only by the grace of Phil Spencer.
Right.
Truly.
You wouldn't have been able to afford to pay that bill, and it wouldn't be no platinum games for what you did. Since when you heard a developer take another company's money and make other people's games?
Yeah, that's a bad business move.
That is you bought this house, but I'm with your wife at night. That's horrible.
And Lemon, you're a businessman. You know how this stuff works, right? So there's contracts and stuff. And if a company was that brazen to do that after a signed contract, you really can't trust that person anymore from a business perspective.
Yeah, that's horrible.
So I feel bad for the devs that work there that maybe need the job, but the company management that did that was wrong. It was wrong, ethically wrong.
Yeah, that was horrible.
There is no safe in platinum games. They can beg all they want. The only people that might acquire them after all this might be I can't remember. I always forget the people that bought THQ and Deep Silver.
Embracer Group.
Yeah, Embracer Group. Embracer Group might pick them up after a bankruptcy sale or when they totally crumble. But other than that, I don't see.
Well, listen, give us Bayonetta 3 before y'all get out of the business. Then y'all can make y'all sail off to the sunset, but they're crazy.
Sail off to the sunset. and it's sinking ship. They wouldn't even make it fire.
Yeah.
Sick. Talk to me.
Yeah. So listen, man. The audacity. Somebody out here wasn't just drinking. He must have been doing all the cocaine. Okay, remember Scarface with the mounds of cocaine on his desk, just talking that wild-ish like he's the emperor. Down with the king, he's the emperor. That's what
Get out here! Don't come back! Yeah. Don't come back! My money! Don't come back!
Yeah. Listen, man. Let me tell you, Tomonobu Inagaki, okay, with his sunglasses and his crater face. The one Japanese dude who had Xbox's back from day one. The outsider, okay? He has a studio asking, or at least was talking about, hey, Microsoft should purchase my new studio. I'd love to work with them again. And by all rights, I feel that's exactly what should have happened. Hell, he shouldn't even have had to say it. It should have just happened. Okay, he's putting a studio together. Phil Spencer should have been paying that and get him back on board because he was loyal from the beginning, right?
Facts.
But this clown here stole their money. Listen, and the funny thing about it is, Lemon was talking about how if it happened to any other company, they would have sued them out of existence easily, and nobody would have questioned it. But back in the day when this was happening here, that was when it was the season to talk crap about Xbox no matter what they did. No matter how much in the right they would have been to destroy them, everybody would have looked at it like, yo, Microsoft, why you do that for? This is Platinum Games. They made this and that and blah, blah, blah. And there's a couple of titles I like. Metal Gear Rising with Vengeance, It's Steam Deck verified, and you can guarantee I'll be playing that on my live stream. And there's many other games that I like from them. Transformers, Bayonetta, all types of games. But they've never really made anything, number one, that's AAA.
They never made it. Never.
Okay. Never. They're not that good. Right. They're not that good of a developer. They're just not. Okay?
Facts.
And the brazen audacity, they thought they could do this against the Gaijin, the outsiders, right? And take their money and they could get away with this scot-free. And you did. Only because Phil Spencer is a nice guy. But I disagree with King, okay? He's like, oh, they could do it because they want to make this into like a service game. Oh, what's the term? Like it's online, like
games as a service
game or whatever.
Game, right.
Platinum hasn't even proven they can make a AAA game. You think they can make a games as a service? I'm sorry, King. I disagree with you. Platinum Games gets everything they deserve. Big Bayonetta 3, and then you can go to hell where you deserve. You did exactly.
Damn,
no, I don't care. What? This is a violation. Straight violation. Red card. Okay. You got to sit in the corner from now on. With the dunce cap on.
Shout out to my brothers in the chat, man. The original Next Level Gaming.
No doubt. And Crispy Bomb. What's up, homies?
He said he thinks Tencent should buy them. Tencent ain't touching them with a 10-foot pole because Tencent just likes to invest. They really don't like to own. But they don't want no smoke either. They got enough smoke with the Chinese government trying to jack their pockets. They got a lot of problems over there. I don't think they'll touch this one, Mike. I don't think so, but hopefully they do. I do like this developmental team. Platinum Games, they do got some games, some gems for me. I want to say one more thing. Go ahead.
Okay, so they have a project they want to work on with Microsoft or whatever. That's cool. Here's what you do, okay? If you want to get back in the good graces of Microsoft, remember all that money you stole? You still owe them that money, right? So go out there, you work on a game, you present it to Microsoft, let them have final say.
Oh, man.
On your own dime.
I might not care too much for Platinum Games, but I ain't telling nobody to go to hell, man. You little savage.
They can go to hell. I said it again. They can go to hell. That is some brazen. How could you? And then you sit there like it's all good and be like, oh, why don't you buy our studio? What can we work it? No.
No. It's not. Can you buy a studio? Can you buy a studio and let us do whatever we want? not buy us. Buy us and let us do like Bungie's doing to Sony. That's what got me tripping. Like, are you bugging? You're not on a level of Bungie.
I'm for saying they need to go to hell. No, they can go straight to hell.
Right. That's the whole point of this conversation.
And do not collect $200.
Not that you want to buy us. They said buy us, and we want to do what we want to do, like Bungie's doing. I said to everybody, Bungie is going to create a situation that developers are going to get a foot in their behinds. How dare you tell me to pay you to be an independent company?
After you stole my money already.
I'm paying for the lights, the gas, the 401ks, your kid on a yellow cheese bus to go to school, and you gonna tell me what to do with your games that we paying for.
That's the definition of pimping. Okay.
Facts. That's a fact.
That's what they begging, right?
You go buy a used car, and the previous owner got it every day.
Get out of here.
What? How does that work?
I'm saying that
I know
is
there's a lot of pimps out there in Cincinnati. I know how it go down, but I'm saying, bro.
Nah,
you know what? I don't even want to. Platinum, y'all are bronze games right now. Y'all bugging. Y'all ain't even. Y'all not even silver or gold.
Down, really?
Oh my lord.
They don't have a medal. They like Game Freak. They don't have a medal. Game Freak made one IP and it bombed so hard they went right back to the tails tied behind their back. And it's on Xbox One, by the way, and it's trash.
Wow.
They use the same Pokemon. The same thing they do with Pokemon, the exact same thing they do with this game. That's why it's garbage. It has.
This too.
Let's move on, man. Let's move on. Let's get into this PlayStation VR situation. They finally showed the headset. They showed the handheld. They definitely is moving into the future with this PlayStation VR headset number 2. Now, people in the chat, people on the panel, I'm going to go to you, Clowns. You're a VR guy, right? You know I love my Quest 2. I saw this design and I said, damn, that looks like the first one. That's what I said, but looks nice. But what did you think when you first saw the whole headset and the controllers?
Man, I don't know. Like, I hate to say this, but I kind of feel like they stole a little bit of Oculus's design.
Wait. Let me correct you. Oculus did not start that hands-free stuff. That was the Windows headsets. Let's just get that out. That was not Oculus who did that.
It's not. I'm not saying the technology, right? I'm saying the design of the control. Yeah, the look. Like the controllers look like an over-encumbered Quest 2 controller set.
Right.
Like why is there all that unnecessary things around the controllers? Other than that, I mean, it does have some impressive specs for gaming. Right. I think it could get some people into it. I don't know if it's going to succeed, though, on the PlayStation platform because the price, I don't think they can price it near the Quest 2. You know, the Quest 2. You think so?
I'm going to tell you why, but go ahead.
Okay. So I think that's the biggest problem. I think they're having a problem pricing it right. I think that, you know, especially right now with all the supply strains and all that stuff, getting this thing produced and finding resources and materials, I think the prices are going to go up now. Oculus, I think, was prepared for their VR craze this past holiday season. They did it right. I don't think it's going to do as well as Oculus, but I do think that it's going to bring people in.
Okay, let me tell you why they could price it. All you got on your face is a headset. You don't got no hardware. You don't need nothing to push it. Your system is the hardware. That's why they can keep the price down. Now, Sony don't do consumer price stuff. You know, they will charge bang for buck. Not that it's worth it. You understand what I'm saying? Because being that the Oculus is really, it got a cell phone processor in it. It's not a powerful unit. But all of everything that's happening in the Oculus is in the helmet. And in your goggles, right? PlayStation VR, it has the sensors, it has the OLED screens, and you know they got the technology eye tracking, that's software, but the hardware is pushing it through the cable. So I think they can price it. It's not gonna be, I don't think this headset's gonna be $500. I really think it's gonna be $399 or $299. Facts. $299 will be the sweet spot for this.
Interesting.
But they don't have no hardware. There's no hardware in the headset. None. The GPU from the PlayStation 5 will be running it. So that's the only reason I say. But you know, like I said, Sony still think they're the Bentleys of the team, and they're gonna charge. They might price themselves out. But you know, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Well, you mind if I go next? Because basically, all I was gonna say was everything you just said. Basically, it's not a smart. Okay, it's like TVs. You have smart TVs, and nowadays you don't even have dumb TVs. They're all smart TVs, right?
Right.
But basically, that's what the Quest is, right? It's like a smart TV. It has everything it needs to play Netflix in the TV. You don't need like a Fire Stick or something, right? That's what the Quest does. The PlayStation VR headset is more like a dumb TV, where you have to plug it into some other device to get content on the headset. It doesn't have a processor. It's just a display. Now it's more up to date for 2022. Remember, the Quest 2 came out in 2020. It came out the year before last year. Okay, so it's a bit more up to date. It's HDR. It's got the rumble thing, which the next Quest is supposed to have these features as well, right? But it's up to date. But yeah, this was what I had said the last time we spoke about this, that they're trying to get closer to the $299, and I remember folks were disagreeing with me, but now I see Lemon, at least you're starting to see what I'm thinking about this the same way.
It's just a headset, right?
It's just the dumb headset. The PlayStation is doing all the work, all the heavy lifting. The controllers at the same time, I forget which headset who have controllers just like that, where there's a bit of a ring, because the Quest controllers, one over here, show you. You know, it's got the ring, but instead your hand is around the ring, but the ring serves the same purpose. I don't know why they moved it to where they did, but that's what they did, right? Just a dumb headset. Okay, the one thing they have to do, I feel, it has to be backwards compatible with all the PSVR games from last generation.
Right.
And they don't want to talk about that. They're generally backwards compatible with most everything that's on the PS4, on the PS5. So they need to do that because it would be a good look.
That's
right?
what I'm waiting for them to say.
Yeah, right. And so if they can get the pricing right, that's another feather in the cap, because this Quest out here at $299 is attracting people because of the price, and it's a standalone headset. And PlayStation still has, some minds out there where all they know is PlayStation, and so they might mess with that, but only if the pricing is right, because not a lot of people wanted to mess with the PSVR, and it's a 5-year-old headset. It was the worst of them at its time, yet and still I had one. I bought one for Ace Combat because it was going to have those VR missions, right? And it's still garbage. I sold it quickly, right? But they have a shot with this one, though. The hardware's looking good. It's got, proper controls. It doesn't need a camera. It's got the cameras on the headset. All these things are dropping the bill of materials to make the headset. So maybe they can get it to $399, $350. But if it's $500, it's dead. It's dead on arrival. If it's $399, then you can, or even less. It's, it's possible it could do well. So we'll just have to wait and see.
That's true. I mean, there's the price will be the saving grace of this.
Yeah, definitely. That's a fact.
That and the software. And one other thing, your homeboy, oh my God, he's a bit of a PlayStation fan. You gotta help me out, bro.
Hip hop gamer.
Okay. He was like, PlayStation Home will come back on the PSVR 2. He's been saying this. I think he's exactly right, and this is going to compete with the metaverse from Facebook or Meta, or whatever you want to call them nowadays. These two platforms are definitely going to be in competition. So I can't wait to see it happen.
I don't know, man.
My opinion, but we'll see.
There's more PC players. I mean, overall, market-wise.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Lemon,
console people.
Save the receipts. What time is this on the episode?
Same time as yours. We on the same coast, brother. Hey, I'm just saying, I love to talk about tech. That's my thing. But I think, it don't have the extra beefy hardware in the headset. That's what make those Windows reality headsets came to the market cheaper than everybody else. All they had was in there the sensor. They started that hand tracking with the sensors and everything. They did that.
Yep.
Not Oculus and Vive. They did that. Samsung made one. Acer made one.
Lenovo made one. I had the Lenovo.
Made one. This is not an Oculus design. They took their technology and copied it into the Quest 2 and Quest 1.
Unfortunately, because it doesn't have any smarts in the headset, it can't be wireless like the Oculus is, right?
I don't want it to be wireless. Oculus looks better plugged up to the PC anyway.
Right, but a lot of people
you can't play games more than 2.5 hours.
Right, but a lot of people ask for that.
I mean, I don't want wireless.
A lot of people. Okay, like I said, I sold my PlayStation VR. Okay,
I'm stuck with it.
And the one thing he said, I love it. He loves it, right? And a lot of other people who aren't into gaming and technology heavy like that, but who liked VR when they tried it out, the one complaint they always had was the wire. They wish it was wireless, and this can't be wireless because it doesn't have any smarts. The Oculus can be wireless through with the computer because it's got its own smarts to connect to a PC and do stuff like that.
Yeah, but it doesn't look better. I'd rather use my
cable.
I'd rather use my cable because those graphics improve a lot.
Yes.
So I don't mind that it's tethered because I
don't either. I like a lot
graphics.
Of people ask for it. I'm saying.
I mean, people ask for it, but I mean, I'm just happy it's tethered.
It's the number one thing I hear from regular people. Regular people.
Right. I get it. I understand that. Yo, PK, you there? Do we have a PK sighting, ladies and gentlemen? We need to put our 8PB out on PK again. PK. As the crickets are going crazy in the crowd. Cricket. Nah, I hit the sound that time, clowns. I hit the sound. All right, so we're going to move on to PK gets back. Let's talk about this Halo Season 2 already renewed, man. Yo, listen. I'm a Halo specialist over here. I love this game. I'm very excited for this series. It looks awesome. Some people always critiquing something they don't understand. They really wanted him to sound like, what's his name again? Talk to me, clowns. Steve Downs. Steve Downs.
Okay.
They want. Listen, They complaining, oh, Cortana, why does she look like that? Because she's real. That's why. It's a person. So
yeah, no, it's facts.
They renewed for season 2. They must have a hit on their hands. I've never seen a series didn't come out yet. Got greenlighted for 2 right away. Clowns. Halo. What did you think about this trailer? And renewal of the season 2?
Man, I got to be honest with you guys, Alone. You know this, right? I'm not as big as a Halo fan as most of the other guys on Xbox, like yourself and many other people. And I will say that the trailer for Halo has me really excited. I think it's going to be a fantastic series, a great entrance into sci-fi for a Microsoft title. And I can't wait to see where this goes. I just think that the way everything looks so far, it has so much potential. And the fact that it's already got green light for season 2 says volumes. That means the network believes in the series. Right. So that just adds to the fact that we already know that Halo the game is one of the most valuable franchises in game in history. Facts. Okay, so they see value in the series as possibly being just as valuable in some sense going forward feature wise, because if they already greenlit season 2, I have quite a good feeling that 3 and 4 might be around the bend already. They're already thinking about the possibility of how to space this out, how many episodes, if there's going to be trilogy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
how
no
the
doubt. The
stories
second
are going to
season
connect.
is probably going to help to establish all of that.
Exactly. No, 100%. Because Halo is a big universe. It's a huge universe. A lot of people, right. A lot of people don't realize that there's so many different rings, so many different enemies. I mean, man, they could do so much with this.
Yeah, and after Infinite, they're inviting new enemies in here, so we don't even know what we're gonna get. Right.
And all of this, and you guys may have heard this on other shows and before in Microsoft press releases, but all this ties into Microsoft's metaverse idea from Satya. So I mean, there's belief at Microsoft that this is a metaverse potential, right? And they're going to want to expand on that like any other company would.
Facts. Sick. Talk to me, man. Talk that Halo talk. Yeah.
Bro, I wholeheartedly agree with everything that Clowns had to say. You could rubber stamp all of that with me because that's all true. So let me just add on a little bit more on top of it. The Halo franchise is as varied and deep as Star Trek, Gundam, any kind of sci-fi series you want to name. They can make all types of stories. They can make a zombie apocalypse type of movie because you got the flood and everything. You could make something like just like a smaller story where it has nothing to do with the military or whatever. Or it could be somebody who landed on a new planet and now they're terraforming a new planet. And it's just about that. The Halo universe is so wide and varied. So that trailer was just mind-blowing. There's a couple of nitpicks I have because I'm a fan, but overall, it looks great. The fact that they, like Clown said, approved the second season before the first one was even out, that's all you need to say. And yeah, there could be a third and a fourth, and they're probably going to use the second season to establish all of that. So yeah, this could be a series that's going to go on for a while. And they could do so many other types of shows, movies, books that aren't even in the main continuity that we follow in terms of the wars and all of that stuff. Because the universe is so varied and wide and deep like that. So, hey, just strap yourself in. We're gonna be seeing a new series in less than 60 days now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just real hyped for that. I'm just real hyped for Halo, man. I can't wait to see this.
I think they were saying March 28th. I'll double check that, but I thought that was
less than 60 days. I know that for a fact. I just don't remember how many days.
I think it might be the 24th. Look it up, Clowns. And with that saying, do we got a PK sighting? PK, the most electrified. Oh, he's back. Had to send out the crickets for you, brother. Halo season 2 already announced before season 1 dropped. Man, give me your thoughts on this game and the trailer, what it did for you, and was you shocked by this already?
Paramount just like spending money.
What?
Yeah, they already gave part B came out. They also ordered a whole season of the Sonic the TV show, and the movie ain't came out. I mean, Paramount likes spending money. What it is.
Afraid to spend some money. It looks like, yeah.
No, I'm just joking. Apparently, they believe in the product. That's why they spending the money. They see the investment. They can see the they got analytics that's showing how everything's trending, and it looks like a good investment. That's why they're doing what they're doing. And plus, they don't want to lose the license, so yeah, you definitely want to spend some money if you don't want it going somewhere else, because they definitely don't own the IP.
Right. Facts. Well, this series is very dear to my heart, man. I'm an avid Halo player. I've read a lot of the books. I beat every game inside out. That trailer that I saw was amazing. But to see them renew a season 2 before season 1 drop, at least I look at this from Microsoft's standpoint. They're taking this serious, right? This is not no drop in a bank and just say, you know what, we're just gonna do this and that's it. That means they're dedicated, right? When you get something dedicated like that, and they have to bring the fire. This is their biggest franchise, right? They can't just put this series out and give it a lackluster performance. You know what I'm saying? They have to. Like, if they was to make it, I would like to see a Gears movie. You know what I'm saying? Because Gears, you really love those characters. You know what I'm saying? There was times when characters got knocked off in Gears, and we was like, damn, he's not going to be in part 3.
Poor Carmine. Poor Carmine.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is very dear to my heart. I eat, sleep, and breathe Halo. Period.
Every Gears. What are you talking about?
Huh?
He said poor Carmine. Carmine's in every Gears.
But he dies a lot.
No.
Everyone that's his brother.
He has a family member that dies, but there's always a Carmine.
But it's just I'm excited. The characters look good. The grittiness of the Halo story look good. And once again, it looks like they are in deep, deep mess when it comes to fighting, these alien forces. And I'm extremely, extremely excited. The week I get back from vacation, this will be dropping. And I will be sparking up my 8K TV, full surround sound blasting and popcorn because I cannot wait. I'm ecstatic. I'm very, very happy that they renewed the second season. And listen, what can you say? It's the biggest first party game on the planet. People take 5 years to sell 20 million games. They do it in 30 days. Just saying. This is the biggest franchise, and most of us as Xbox fans, this is the reason we own Xbox. It changed the demographic of gaming for first-person shooters on a console than any other game in history. In part 2,
established the rules, the controls, all of that, standards.
Right. It put part 2 put that online base at a whole new level. I mean, I've never seen a console game make people bring over their systems to system link with 5 or 6 different TVs in the house. Everybody on floor play split screen. This was a craze. This was a movement. This was a changing of the industry. Halo changed the industry. That's why when people was like, oh, Halo Infinite, is it going to sell? I was like, if you think any Halo don't sell, something's wrong with you. I don't care if you like the game or not. Halo 5 was the top selling Halo of all time, and people didn't like the story. That's a fact. Until this one came out. So each Halo beats another Halo. But I'm just saying, this series looks immaculate. And shout out to my boy Dragonheart Yobi. If you got T-Mobile right now and you don't got Paramount Plus, they will give it to you for a year for free. Go check out the T-Mobile app. Click on it. Go inside. Sign in. Paramount Plus is available to all T-Mobile customers right now and Apple TV. I got both of them in the same damn day. And now they gonna get my money after a year because I like Apple TV. It's all right. It don't got a lot of programs, but that program C is pretty awesome too. But with that being said, man, we're gonna move on. Shout out to my boy for coming back to the show. The Lawrence Let You Find YouTube Game in the World. Now, coming to the end almost, but I gotta say something. Before these two consoles launched 2020, we heard about something like a secret sauce for these consoles. Everybody had a secret sauce, secret way to program, more power gonna be available one day, all this stuff. AMD comes out and says, if you want full Audio 2.0, the best console out on the market to give you those features will be an Xbox Series X. And with that being said, they're recently coming up, they're about to get VRS 2.0, which will give the developers more resources to give you better graphics and take loads off the GPU to do it. Now, we got our FSR man in the building, Mr. PK. So I'm gonna go to you with this first, and then we're gonna go to Sick. Do you see the fruition of AMD's technology in this next update for these consoles? Because this is supposed to be happening like in the next couple of months. So what did you think about this news, Sick? PK, excuse me.
It's cool. We already knew it was coming. It's just a matter of time. I mean, the hardware's there. They just needed to get their software tuned to the architecture on the Xbox. I would say the Xbox, because there's a lot of things that's just not happening on the PlayStation because it doesn't have VR and it doesn't, and for some reason they can't do FSR, which is weird because it should be able to do it.
Right. Well, maybe they'll get a lessened version because they performance is pretty decent now.
Yeah, I don't know.
That one doesn't make sense. Yeah, you can do it on video hardware.
They don't have it on no games. Xbox at least has 5 games that have FSR. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Seems weird. And it's the developers who implement it, right? So it's not like it's the console maker who's got to do it. But I do also believe that this update will make it so that the FSR, for as the upscaling, will be available for within any game. Make it available for any game, regardless if the developer enables it or not. So it's a good thing.
Facts.
However, I don't know. They making big moves. They know what they're doing. That's all I'm saying. It's a good thing. I mean, the Steam Deck is coming out. They already proved they could do it with the Steam Deck, making it available
I saw that
and
already.
everything. So, it's
RDNA 2 as well. Yep.
Zen 3, baby. Zen 3.
No, it's Zen 2 on the.
Well, we're Zen 2
I'm playing
on the consoles,
the other one, the other new AO something Pro.
I and Neo, yeah, that's Zen 3. Yep.
Yeah, that's Zen 3. I'm just teasing.
So I mean, it's a good thing, right? We see it coming. They're gonna, and this is why people don't understand that the Series S. They look at it as weak, but they don't understand because it has all of the features. There's so much you can do,
right?
And it's not mature. It's coming, but it's not mature, and that's the thing. So,
all right,
we'll see when it comes to place.
Because remember when we first talked about FSR, they just were talking about the PC side. You heard me say, I don't care about that. I want it for the consoles. So that's what my main thing was. I want to see it come to consoles.
And they just bought the AI making company in China to allow them to enhance their capabilities of their upscaling technology.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's coming down. I mean, it was just announced, was it last week, that AMD now, as a company, is worth more than Intel. And it's probably due to all the partnerships that they have made as of recently. I mean, she's doing her job. She's doing what she got to do. She's making the right moves, the right deals, staying quiet when she need to be, and it is what it is. I'm not saying that Intel's taking their land down. They actually got some people in place that's playing ball, but it's competition. That's the good thing.
That's what matters.
It
more than
made
anything else is
it
competition.
made them wake up and say, we can't just sit here
because
and
AMD
keep
been
making
taking a
these
beating
L's.
for a long
Yeah.
time.
So
Eventually, they had to step up to the batter's box.
Well, they got the right leadership involved, right? She's doing her thing, making the right business choices,
right?
Yep.
And it's coming to fruition, which is making Intel do the same thing.
Right. Now they got to step up. They've been the leader so damn long. They've been on top. It's like NBA 2K. One day Live gonna come back and push y'all to do a better game online. I'm sorry, 2K is trash online. But let me keep moving on. Let me shout out to Noof Nukem in the chat. I see you, my man 360, and my brother Other Zinc, aka he bled green. Everything blue is out the window. Talk facts. My man Zinc don't play, man. He don't let up. He don't let up on PlayStation, boys. Boy, you like the PlayStation assassin. Yo, clowns.
Yep.
Talk to me, man.
Say
what do you think
facts, man. I ain't nothing.
Well,
no falsehood.
What do you shout out to my brother Megatron in the chat too. What do you think about this new update that's gonna give
Megatron in the building 108 Dragons TV welcomes you, brother.
More power and accessibility to the consoles?
I think it's great, man. Anything that improves technology and makes it easier for the systems to run them without crashing on certain games, and it just adds to the value. I mean, this is like upgrading the system. You know what I mean? Right. You got a great system already, and now it's getting upgraded, for something even better. And who can be upset about that? It's a great time to be a gamer, man. Technology is going through the roof. Everything's getting better. And RDNA 2, I mean, we all love it as gamers, right? Facts. We love it.
We love that with them NA frees.
NF free. Wonder if I can make that with RDNA 2.
Oh my lord. So you was finished, Clouds? So we can go to sick before we go.
No. Go to sick. Sick, my NFT brother. What's up?
Man, you can just once again, you could rubber stamp everything that PK said, man. But VRS, he mainly talked about FSR, but VRS is the main subject, and that's doing the same sort of thing. It's giving us more performance out of our hardware, and this is key. This is the difference between what Microsoft and Sony. Mm-hmm. Microsoft is a software company. This is what they do. Facts. Sony was more of a hardware company, and they excel in that in many areas. Yet and still, they're not as good as they used to be, but they still excel in many areas in there too. So that's what the difference is. They're bringing more features on the hardware we already have through the power of software. We're getting better things, and it's not that the hardware isn't there too, because there's things about the hardware that's in the Xbox that's not in the PlayStation. And PlayStation and their fans love to claim it's RDNA 2. It's really not, and we can see it. We've RDNA had X-rays.
That's what they said.
Yeah, we've seen the X-rays, and it's been determined that was a lie too. Okay, so we've seen the X-rays of these chips. We know what's in there, what it has, and what it doesn't have, and it doesn't have this hardware, the VRS and sampler feedback on all these other things that's on the Xbox chips. Both the S and the X have these things that the PS5 does not, and it's just another example of it being leveraging it. And so we're gonna see once the cross generation is done with.
And what's also crazy, sick?
Generation, yeah.
A lot of this stuff that they're implementing has something to do with Unreal Engine 5, and it benefits the developers on the Xbox, not Series S yet. They didn't talk about S. They just was talking about X. But they said you're going to get some serious benefits, up to 53% increase in performance using the Unreal Engine 5. So, moving forward, a lot of people's going that route. So, shout out.
And they did a lot of that in Gears 5 early on in software, where they took a couple of features from the then in development Unreal Engine 5 and they put into 4. And we saw the early examples of that. But now it'll be hardware accelerated, not software implemented, and it's going to be so much better. Just you wait.
Facts. Well, I'm gonna say this, man. I love graphics, right? I want the best of the best at all times. I want something HDR, beautiful. I want to see people eyelashes. I'm not really a ray tracing guy because it takes away from graphics, but in terms of overall picture, and I don't need fancy shadows. They could do screen-based reflections and just keep it there and just make those look nicer. But this is a good thing, because for those people that don't know, a lot of games that run better on PlayStation is because they're not even using the hardware really in Xbox because it's brute forcing the games.
Right.
It's just straight brute forcing the games because this, PlayStation 5 is built like PlayStation 4 in terms of how you make the games. So the developers are more accustomed to programming on that platform and make some of the games run at a better frame rate, less dips, less crashes. So when they
plus, and half the time, even if the resolution is the same, which is usually not the case.
No, that's not
like the Xbox is usually running at a higher resolution.
Yes.
Like you see in Cyberpunk, for example, sometimes there'll be less characters walking around, and then
no doubt.
It's like it's lower res and there's less details and characters walking around. Of course, it's going to perform better. It's lesser hardware.
And that's what I told somebody one day. I said a lot of the games on Xbox is running native 4K, right?
Yep.
And they'll run something at 1800, 1900p, and they'll say, "Oh, but we're running at 60." But you're not running 4K 60. You running 1900p 60. You know what I'm saying? You're not running at that resolution, right?
Whatever, but yeah,
right. So it's just good to see. It's just good to see that moving forward for both consoles, it's gonna get better. We're being wowed by some of these games now graphically. I mean, Hellblade 2 looks crazy. Horizon Forbidden West is a beautiful game. You know what I'm saying? And this is 1 year into these consoles. 1 year, technically. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see the next Gears because Coalition, they use more special effects in Gears than Unreal themselves. So, it's going to get better, but it's good to see that. But we're going to move on. We're going to talk about the big topic before we get to the smaller topic. Late blooming. Valve said they could add Game Pass to Steam. Now this is crazy. Now you see Phil's idea and what he brings to the table.
Phil Spencer is not playing.
Can get Game Pass on Steam. Now, Clowns, we're gonna go straight to you, homie. Let me hear your opinion on this. And was you shocked to see this? Because I almost passed out.
Well, this is a very interesting idea for me, okay? The whole idea of it coming to Steam. Number one, I think going to Steam will open up Game Pass to more PC-eccentric gamers than anything else before. Like, there'll be... Because, there's a lot of... On the PC side, sometimes there's a little bit of... Yeah, let's push Xbox to the side and play our PC Master Race stuff. But I think seeing it on Steam is going to get them to buy it or buy into that ecosystem. And then once they do, they're going to like it. They're going to love it. Now, I am kind of confused in some sense of this because Game Pass has the PC version already. We have a PC Game Pass. And... Six got something to say to that, so I can't wait to hear.
No, I agree. It's a good point.
Okay. And then on the Steam Deck coming out, maybe the Linux version of the OS. Okay, Game Pass. I'll see that in the store if they can get that to work properly. But other than that, if you just dual boot it like Six going to do, put Windows on there, or PK is probably going to put, I don't know, some bad version of Windows. You're going to put it on there anyway. You can play Game Pass. So the idea is great as far as marketing purposes. I think it's a great marketing term. Okay. But for us in the know, like Sick and PK and I, it's like, but we already have ways to play it on.
More questions, basically. You're saying it brings on more
because
questions.
I mean, we already know how to put this on Steam Deck or on other Android devices and on our PCs and on browser based but Steam is a lot of PC master race people, so I would assume that a lot of them know how to do that too, unless this is Microsoft's possibility of getting into countries where maybe Xbox might have some bans or some limitations circumventing the way of getting into those countries. That's a great possibility.
Or just crappy market share. Or non-existent.
Yeah. So, I mean, they'll boot up their PC and be like, oh, Game Pass is finally in, I don't know, Romania, Lithuania. Just pick a country that might not have it yet.
Right.
But, so Lemon, on this one, I'm a little confused. I think it's just marketing. Exciting for Xbox fans, yes, because it's going to grow the player base for sure. But what is Gabe's purpose behind this? What is he thinking if he does this?
I mean, it's another option for Steam. And plus, if you put, and this is my perspective, if you put Game Pass on Steam, that's going to bring people off that Epic store.
I only ever go there for the free games. Oh, by the way,
that's kind of
Christ Tales. It's on Epic for free, and it's a pretty good game from what I've ever heard.
What is it?
Christ Tales. RPG.
Oh, that was in Game Pass too, right, PK?
Yeah, it was on Game Pass for a while there.
Yeah, we interviewed the developer.
Yeah.
So right now it's on the Epic Store.
I 1,000 in that game already.
Remember, this came from the CEO over there. You know what I'm saying? From Steam.
Abe
Newell. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
this ain't Microsoft talking. This is him like, yo, let's do it.
Let's talk. So,
he said he has no plans on doing anything like that. He would rather help Microsoft do it and get Steam on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one thing it does show is that Steam is very receptive to the Microsoft brand, and that could put a little bit more. What do you call that? Where other companies try to compete more, it might put more competition into the marketplace because they might see, oh, an Xbox alliance with Steam. Now we got to compete a little bit harder. But, we'll see where this goes, Lemon. We'll see where it goes.
Facts. Sid, give me your take on this.
All right. Just before I give my take, there's 3 things I want to mention. Okay, Bethesda. Okay, they also mentioned that they're killing their PC app and they're going to transfer over everything to Steam. Save games and all, okay? Right into Steam. Next thing is that you look at the Dragon Ball Z Fighters, okay? They just hit Game Pass PC. Now, is that cross-play with the Xbox players and the Steam players, or is it just its own?
Play it all.
Huh? It's not cross-play at all.
Play it all.
You see that's a bit of a problem because now you got 3 different versions, 3 different groups of just the Microsoft ecosystems, right?
Oh, that's a Namco Bandai issue. That's not
right. But the reason I bring that up is, see, this is what Clowns was alluding to a little bit there, that you want it to be cross-play. Like, if I buy a game on Steam, and then all of a sudden the Xbox version or the Game Pass version, like I'm paying for Game Pass, so I get it off of Game Pass on Steam, or the 2 versions going to be compatible and cross-play or not, okay? You want that to be the case because you don't want it to be, oh, I bought the game on Steam, I can play over here, but the people who got the game through Game Pass over there and I can't play with them. That's going to be a problem.
Well, the thing is, it's already a problem because you still have that issue when it comes to buying it on PC through the Xbox store on PC. I get KOF 15 right now, and I can't even have it connect to my daggone account. I'm just saying, like, it's
exactly. That's why I bring up Dragon Ball Z. It's not crossplay, and that's 3 groups. That's 3 platforms: Xbox, PC, and Steam. It's like all separated. That's not good. So they got to work these little details out. So if they were to go to Steam, like
on the same server.
They got to put them on the same service, so they got to update all the versions to be cross-compatible like that, and that's going to take some work on the developers too. And some of these developers
really
don't want to
work.
put in
You
extra
see how
work.
Epic did it? Epic turned it on, switch, then turned it off.
Sometimes it's not that simple.
Yeah, but it's not hard.
Sometimes it is, but hey, but they have to work out every situation, So they gotta get their ducks in a row. But this is still good. It's obvious, and Valve used to have some rah-rah to say about Microsoft when, because at first they did the orange box and they ported that on Xbox in-house. But the PlayStation version was done by EA, and the PlayStation version was crap by comparison, right? But when Portal 2 came out, that was when they were messing with the Steam machines. Then it was rah-rah on Linux and OpenGL. But then they compared the PlayStation version of Portal 2 to the Xbox version. But the Xbox version was the old version of the engine they used on the orange box. Meanwhile, the version on PlayStation was up to date with the new OpenGL engine and all that other stuff. And they were like, oh, look, it performs better. But you're comparing it to a multi-year-old version, and that was dishonest. But they were afraid of Microsoft and everything they were doing back then with Windows 8 and Metro and that whole situation that people didn't like. Right? So now, Valve and Microsoft, they've made up and whatnot. And now, or it could just be, hey, they see the writing on the wall. They see the money potential. And so no matter what they feel, they got to work with Microsoft no matter what they really feel, because that's where the money is.
What they really feel is Epic Store is up and coming, and they want to have a notch on their belt to say,
that's another reason.
We got Xbox
major reason.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Epic can't say that.
At this point, Epic is down with Sony. Okay, anytime Sony has a game that's on PC, okay, once in a while it's on Steam, or like God of War, right? Because they're not going to put it on the Epic Store. Too many people are going to complain. You take a title like Sifu, it's on Epic Store for a couple months before it comes to Steam. So they already got Sony in their pocket. Meanwhile, Valve and Microsoft is on the other side. So another version of competition right there, baby. I love it.
PK, give me an opinion on this before we move to the Steam Deck.
I mean, it's business. Epic is their competitor, and Sony sides with them mostly. They basically they're paying for exclusives like Sony is. That's why Final Fantasy VII isn't on Steam right now. That's why Borderlands didn't launch on Steam. It's so they see that as a thing where this is their handheld, and they want to get this in as many hands as they want. Well, they got to offer some options. They didn't talk about Game Pass and Steam on client on the PC. They was just talking about the partnership on the handheld. Right. But with that said, I think Microsoft also has their own plans to have something too on the side. So I think the idea is to get the Game Pass out there to as many people as possible, no matter if they buy Steam Deck, TV, or whatever unit that Microsoft brings out. That's the plan. So it doesn't really matter what platform you play on, as long as you get the games. And as far as the cross-platform, I mean, it's been an issue, but it's getting better.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. It's getting better to the point where everything is cross-plat, cross-progression. It's getting to that point, so eventually it will be that way. But right now, it's just, a lot of it is mainly the Japanese studios still not willing to conform. And that's just being honest. That's mostly what it is. I'm not saying all of them, just some of them.
Right.
I mean, and Namco Bandai is one of them. I mean, Konami said, forget it. Yu-Gi-Oh makes a lot of money. I'm gonna put it on everything so everybody pays me directly.
Facts.
So Konami is about making that bread, whereas some of the other companies, like Konami, but Namco Bandai still hasn't gotten to that point, but Sega has. Sega's gotten to that point, like I said, it's more or less we're going in that direction, and just got to be patient. Everybody's going to go in that direction. Ubisoft does it. Warner Brother Games does it. You know, Blizzard does it. I mean, EA does it. I mean, everybody does it's just all they got to do is manage it within their own servers, and then you can have a account that can log into any system. and link it together. I mean, heck, Among Us does it. So I mean, it's going to happen at some point. And Among Us don't cost nothing.
Thanks.
But it's I wouldn't. I don't think that's a hard break. And far as the Steam Deck, I mean, yeah, Clown's point, we can access Game Pass wherever, but I think it's still a big deal and a selling point for the Steam Deck itself to say, hey, we might not have all the game optimized for the Steam Deck, but hey, we got Game Pass, and that works on no matter what.
Facts. Facts.
So that's a selling point for the Steam Deck.
Your Steam Deck point was made already. Facts. But
yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go to you, Clowns. Your excitement for Steam Deck, man. Yeah, all three of y'all are getting it. I'm a hard pass because I don't play portably, so I don't have no use for it. But what's your excitement? What are you gonna do with your Steam Deck when you get it? The acquisition, brother, half.
This man, I don't have no use for it.
So I'm excited for it in some senses because I'm not going to use it just to play Steam the way that it's meant to be. I like the fact that it's open and you can dual boot different systems on it. I'm excited about that. And it, for the price point that it is, even the base model, right? The cheapest model is still extremely powerful emulation machine for the hardware that's in there. And you can't beat that price for that kind of hardware right now.
Yep.
2 years from now, sure, maybe obsolete, but you know what? It's still going to play all the games I want to emulate. It's never going to stop doing that.
So that's what you're going to basically do with yours, an emulation machine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, maybe some other things too, but yeah, that's for a different show, cybersecurity show.
Take over the world.
Sick and PK know what I'm thinking.
Stick, talk about it, because I'm pretty sure when you get it, you're gonna be having it on the show next week.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Talk about look, I got it.
No doubt, hell yeah. But hey, I'm gonna do that before the show. Like I said, I'm doing that live unboxing and everything. So keep posting my Twitter. I'll announce the details as soon as I get the shipping information. But yeah, everything that Clown said about emulation has definitely a tentpole use. But as much as we're talking about the hardware too, the operating system, the SteamOS, is just as important because we have a bunch of Iron Neos out there right now. You also have the 1X players. Wait till they put that operating system on that hardware. Okay, and Iron Neo is gonna have a handheld with RDNA 2 graphics by the end of the year. Okay, so the Steam Deck will be obsolete potentially by the end of the year by Iron Neo, and it will have Windows on it, but SteamOS will be free. And by that point, all the tweaks and stuff necessary to make that operating system, sing on those hardwares will have already been done. The open source community out there is definitely going to put that to work. So it's not just about that hardware. It's about the platform that's being developed, the openness, the things it brings to people. It's basically a PC, but you treat it like a console. But if you want that PC power and flexibility, hey, you hold down the power button, you switch to the desktop, boom, now you have a Linux desktop, and you can install all types of apps like Chrome browser and whatever you want to do. So hell, you put Windows on it, and you could run a podcast off it. I just upgraded my PC 2 weeks ago, but before then, that CPU in the Steam Deck was going to be more powerful than the one that was in my PC up until recently. So, and I do podcasts and all types of stuff on that PC. So, and this is even more powerful than that for $400. It's a no-brainer,
right,
for a lot of people. The potential is there, not just for that hardware, I must repeat, but for other hardware that already exists and will be out in the future. The potential is limitless. So, yeah.
PK, you want to finish up before we get out of here? And ladies and gentlemen, y'all have been an excellent group of guys, men, women. Y'all out here getting these chats, discussing, having conversations. Thank y'all so much. PK, talk to me.
I mean, I ain't gonna speak like from my point of view. I'm gonna get it. I mean, And for you to say I ain't gonna have no use for it, you don't play games on your PC. It's a console that connects to your TV. Why wouldn't you use it for that? That way you can play your PC games.
Because I don't play games on my PC. My TV's connected to my TV's connected to my PC.
But you don't use your PC for gaming.
Nah,
so,
I use it for my YouTube content.
All right, so there you go.
Nah, I don't play portably.
You don't have to play portable. It connects to your TV. What are you talking about?
You love your NVIDIA Shield. You still talk about it. This is the first handheld that can take its place that continues on from what it started 10 years ago.
I didn't really play them. I played in the house with my NVIDIA Shield playing PC stuff.
All right. I'm going to call you fraud once you get
on the Steam Deck.
But why would I spend money and my PC's connected to my 8K TV?
The same thing you do with the NVIDIA Shield.
Why spend the money?
The same reason why you spent the money on an 8K TV. Relax.
Yeah,
get it
exactly.
Then you buy it for me. I'm waiting. Yeah. I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'm not spending money to hook it up to my TV. My PC's already hooked up to
an 8K TV, but you went and did it. Don't mean I'm gonna do it.
Right.
But hey, as long as you get what you need.
Yo, listen, man. Listen.
Get a BK.
Listen. I'm not buying nothing. My Switch is connected to my TV. I took it out the house twice. And I had it from launch. I took it out the house. I don't play portable.
It be docked just like the Switch.
Right. So I don't need it to be docked. If I wanted to play PC games, I'll turn on that monster I got over there.
But you don't.
It's a shame you don't.
I don't want to play on PC.
There you go.
I didn't say I wanted to play on PC, and I don't pretend to play on it either. I just have a monster PC to create my wonderful content that I try to give the community.
Ti to do that though.
Yo, listen, listen. I video edit, brother. You'll get it.
I already know.
All right, so you need
like to do that.
You need it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm about to buy an 8K camera. Yes, you're gonna need a beefy computer to even talk about 8K content.
GPU? Not so much.
Yes, no, you need a beefy GPU to export 8K video. Yes, you do.
Video is a large ass file, so
right. Please, I know what I'm talking about.
This is important.
Yo,
all I'm saying is at the end of the day, Steam Deck is going to be great for people who don't have a PC.
Exactly. I've been saying that from day one. I agree. I don't play portable, so I hope the next Switch is nice too, but I'm not taking it out the house. I'm just not. I just don't play portable. I don't like playing on my cell phone. I don't like doing it. But it is all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always wish there was a console version of the Switch that, like the NVIDIA Shield, because it was basically the same hardware that didn't have a screen. It was just the box that played the same game.
My NVIDIA Shield was mainly for my emulations. I put Dreamcast on there, PSP, all that. That's what I used it for. I didn't, and I was beta testing for GeForce Now. That's what I used it for.
That was 10 years ago, man.
Right.
Almost anyway.
Right, almost right. So that's what I used it for. I used it a lot. And then I got tired of emulators because they go bad after a while. They don't stay running. It's a lot of work. Anyway, Sick, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me SixSlayer on every platform. Keep particular close eye to my Twitter. I'm gonna let y'all know as soon as I get that shipping information to get this live stream, live unboxing. I've been talking about this for a long time. Hey man, it's gonna be real low budget. It's just gonna be me and my camera and the Steam Deck. I'm gonna answer questions. I'm gonna try out games, and that's what it's gonna be. Come check me out.
Look forward to that.
Yeah.
The elusive pizza man. Clowns. 4GQ TV in the building. Tell them where they can find you, what you coming up next, because you be having those amazing interviews. You, PK, Cerebral, Paris. Y'all had a wonderful interview the other day. Homeboy was awesome that worked for Microsoft. He was a good guy. I love his energy. Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, shout out to Albert, man. He grew up in the Bronx too, so
Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
Yeah, the Bronx, if you're not from New York, the Bronx is a tough place to grow up, man.
Oh yeah.
It really is. So coming out of the Bronx and doing something with yourself, big shout out to him. He's just a really cool dude. So check out the interview with Albert. Yeah, you can always find me on 4GQ TV, always representing. I'm waiting on PK to do the Spider-Man stuff. PK below me, that guy, the PK.
No, he's above you to your top left.
Oh, top. Okay, so
there you go.
PK, I might be. I'm poking you a little bit. You see this? So so a 4GQ TV. Find me there. Games, streams, interviews, lots of fun stuff. And thanks for having me on, Lemons. Always a pleasure being here. Love the energy. I love your energy, man. There's nobody else that has energy like you.
No, there isn't.
Yo, listen. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself. How about that?
I ain't mad. Wouldn't want to help you the other way. Facts.
And a free.
Yo, listen. Y'all know I had a rough week this week. I'm not putting it out there, but y'all know this was a real rough week for me. So to do this podcast and still be able to come with this energy, it was a lot, man. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Losing people is something else. You know what I'm saying? The most electrifying, you're gonna be on camera next week because the ladies in the chat be wanting to see my man PK. PK, where can they find you? What you got coming up next on your channel?
Yo, you definitely find me on 4GQ TV. I'm trying to get this, trying to get the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament situated.
Sounds like you're on a cell phone. I don't know what happened to your mic, but I don't know what the hell you're doing over there tonight.
Hey,
no camera. Hey. Your mic sound like you're on a cell phone. What's going on with you?
Hey man, it's one of them days, man. I'm having an NFT moment. I bought an NFT mic.
Days.
I bought an NFT mic, and this is what I got.
What PK be going through?
I got an NFT mic, dude. This is what it is.
Explains everything.
It happens when you buy an NFT mic. You know what I mean?
Yo, clowns, they not taking that boot off your head, man. Don't go out like that, clowns, man.
You know what? I just pulled a PK. You know, I wasn't here for a moment, so I couldn't hear what he said. PK,
oh my God.
Can you repeat that for me?
He said the crickets came out and took him away. Oh my God. Well, look,
man, there's a lot going on, man. Hey, listen. When I get it out, we're going to campaign it. We're going to get everybody on board, and we're just going to have that. And we're going to try to do it weekly, if possible. If not, at least every 2 weeks.
Facts. But you know it's the host of your most. It's your boy, Lemon. Thank everyone for coming out, man. Spending your time here. Most people here hit that like button already. Thank y'all. That is greatly appreciated. It helps us in the algorithm on YouTube. And we will be back next week at the same time. And man, it's always a pleasure to chop it up with my gaming community. Y'all guys are awesome. My panel is awesome. Clowns, once again, thank you, brother. I really wanted you here to defend that NFTs because I don't like talking about something and then can't defend it or discredit it. So I really needed you here for that. I'm glad you was able to pull up. Appreciate that. And people, we'll see y'all next week. And as I always say, bring your game and definitely not your hating damn name. Facts. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.